Next level, let me go for a beautiful concept what we are going to discuss for you people, garbage collection. Regarding garbage collection concept. Okay, which very important. It is also related to the objects only. That's why total object oriented programming by default will be there inside OOPS concept. That's why let me talk about garbage collection scenario also, right? So the people who are coming from Java background, you people can able to understand very easily. Plus at the same time, some more extra features which are not there in Java, you can able to see here, sir. Okay. Now destructors concept not available in Java, but here we have that concept. Next, if you want, you can enable garbage collector explicitly, disable garbage collector explicitly. Performance issues if you have, sir, all those facilities by default will be there in the Python garbage collection, right? Sir, before that, let me talk about what is the need or what is the purpose of garbage collector. That is the very important, right? So it's a very common requirement. It's a very common human psychology. Of course, even in Java garbage collection also I told the same. In the human psychology, sir, uh, if you want something, if you want something, we are going to take very much care. Obviously, man. Suppose I requested 10,000 rupees I require. Then, in what way you are going to request your friend is, Ray, can you please give 10,000 rupees? It's a very urgent for me. It's a very urgent for me. Please, Ra, help, Ra, like full requested words, full respected words, requested with full request. You are going to ask your friend. Then automatically, by seeing your situation, your friend already, okay, give the money. Then happily your purpose by default got fulfilled. You told, thanks, Ra, you saved my life. Like you told your purpose by default got survived. Next, after few days, whenever your friend is asking, Arey, can you please return my 10,000 rupees or whatever the money I gave? Can you please return back? Then your response is, first time you are going to tell, Arey, please, within a week I will adjust. Within a week I will, within a week I will adjust. Like you can tell. Next, after 1 week, whenever he made a call, whenever he's making a call, then you are going to tell, Arey, within 2 days I will adjust. Next, after 2 days, he will make a call. By tomorrow, I will adjust. Whenever tomorrow he made a call, Arey, by evening, definitely I will adjust. Whenever evening he made a call, your mobile by default switch it off. Are you getting that? Okay. So it's the very common human psychology. Very common human psychology. If you want something, we are going to take very much care. If you want to give something, no one is going to take that much care, sir. It is not from society, it is from history also. Do you know, right? If we require something, our attitude, our behavior, our way of the words, everything is different. If you want to give, then automatically the words completely different, sir. It is a very common human psychology. Remember that, sir. Even in my offline sessions also, sometimes what will happen, I'm dictating the notes. The people are very seriously writing the notes. Almost around 200, 300 members are there, assume. Suddenly one student stop writing the notes. Hey, why you are not writing? Then if I ask, sir, pen is not working, like, then what I will do is I will ask the team, Arey, if anyone having the extra pen, can you please give to this person, like I can convey. Then someone is going to give, obviously, right? So after completing the class, compulsory has to return, right? Arey, please, thanks, Ra. Like he has to return. What that person is going to do? Hey, please take your pen. Like he's going to throw. Please take your pen. He's going to throw. Have you observed, right? Whenever he's taking very much care, man. Whenever he's releasing, then he's not taking that much care. Observe that he's not taking that much care. It is the common human psychology everywhere, sir. Do you know? You aware history very recently, maybe characters I may not remember. You aware history, Mahabharata. Have you heard about that? Just a matter of 1 minute, I won't take much time. Mahabharata, have you heard, right? In the Mahabharata, do you know general words I may not, these people, I mean, what we call Dharmaraju, Arjuna, like these people, yes, these people went to the forest, right? Okay, one, what we call, what is that word, vanavasam, 14 years, or how many, they went they left the complete kingdom and they went, right? Okay, they went. Then they required some money, they required some help. They 12 years they required, I'm not sure, they required some help. Then Dharmaraja is going to send either Arjuna or Bhima, I didn't remember exactly. Array, there is one person is there named with Kubera. Better to go there and ask them, Array, our situation is not that much good. Can you please ask to get some credit? Can you please ask some money? Like his Dharmaraja is going to send one of his brother to Kuberu. Then immediately Kuberu is going to ask one question. One question is going to ask her. I'm ready to give the money. I'm ready to give the money whatever you require, but I want an answer from your brother Dharmaraja. Like he is going to ask the question. What is that question? Is with what happiness you are taking this money? With the same happiness, sir, you should maintain while giving the money also. Is it possible or not? Can you please go to the Dharmaraja and then confirm the answer from that person? Like the Kubera is going to tell to the Dharmaraja, to his brother, I mean Arjuna or Bhima, I don't know. Then immediately his brother approached Dharmaraja. Then this person, Anna brother Kubera asked one question. You have to answer that. Then only he's going to give the money. Like, Arey, what that question like? With whatever happiness, with whatever feeling we are taking the money, is it possible to maintain the same happiness while giving the money or not? Are you going to give the money, return the money with the same happiness or not? This is the question that person asked. What answer I have to tell? Like he is going to ask the Dharmaraja. Dharmaraja is never going to tell lie, right? Okay, do you know, right? That is the rule. Then immediately that person is telling, Dharmaraja is telling, yeah, that person asked the question, perfect question only. In the total world, sir, if you are taking something, how much happiness you are going to have? If you are giving something, if you return back the same happiness, it is impossible to maintain even for the gods also. So convey this one. Still, if he is interested, please take the money, please give the collect the money from him. If he's not interested, please come back. Like Dharmaraja is going to tell like that. Are you getting that? Then obviously this brother is approached. Ask my brother Dharma, I told it is impossible, we can't maintain that condition. Still, if you are going to accept, please give the money, otherwise. Okay, he's coming back. He asked me to come back, like I told. Then immediately Kubera, yes, he never going to tell lie, 100% correct. Yes, whatever the money you require, happily you can able to take. Are you able to understand, right? In the history, in the Puranas only, this type of stories was happened, man. Are you able to understand? Very recently, my father told this story to me. Very recently, maybe characters I may not remember. Very recently, my father told. My father told this story to me in some occasion. Maybe I may did some mistake. Maybe. Okay. While thinking how much care the people are going to take, while giving, the people are not going to take that much care. While giving the money or while providing the help, take a bit special care. Okay, so don't go beyond your limits. Like my father alerted me somewhere very recently. I had this story. I heard from my father. Okay, maybe now are you able to understand, right? So it is impossible to take the same care while giving the money. Regarding while giving the money, sir. So some people may not feel, is it Python class or Puranas? Okay, now observe this one, sir. In old languages, like C++, right? In the old languages like C++, like C++, who is the responsible in C++? Who is the responsible to create objects? Programmer is the responsible for creation of objects. Okay, who is the responsible to destroy objects? Programmer is responsible to destroy objects, right? In the old languages like C++, right? Sir, who is the responsible to create object? Programmer only. Who is the responsible to destroy object? Programmer only, right? Sir, usually the programmer taking very much care. while very much care while creating object, because without the object he can't do anything, right? He's taking very much care while creating the object. Array, while destroying this object, he's not taking that much care. Later we will destroy, like this programmer is also human being only, right? While creating the objects, he's taking very much care, sir. While releasing the objects, while destroying the object, he's not taking that much care. Because of his negligence, at certain point, total memory filled with useless objects only. Total memory filled with useless objects only. Then automatically, yes, for creation of new objects, sufficient memory may not be available. Immediately, the memory problems may come. The total application is going to be failed with the out of memory, something like. Are you getting right? Out of memory problems and so on. Okay, with memory problem, total application is going to be down, sir. Because who is the responsible to create objects? Can you please tell who is the responsible to create object? Programmer is the responsible. Who is the responsible to destroy objects? Programmer is the responsible. While creating object, because he required object, right? He is taking very much care while destroying the objects, while releasing the object, he is not taking that much care because of his negligence. Because of his negligence. At a certain point, because of his negligence, at a certain point, okay. So for creation of new objects, sufficient memory may not available. Then automatically total application is going to be failed with the out of memory problems. Are you able to understand, right? This is the problem in old languages like C++. Okay, like this is yes, in C++. Correct was there already. Still, the programmer is the responsible to destroy useless objects, right? But in Java or in the Python, are getting in Java or in the Python, okay? So most of the languages here, where the programmer taking very much care while creating objects, right? Keep that responsibility with the programmer only. Are you getting? Keep that responsibility with the programmer only, right? Okay. So programmer will create objects. Is the responsible to create object. But sir, he is not taking that much care destruction of objects because he is not doing well his job at the time of object destruction. Then automatically what you can ask him, okay, don't do that activity because he is not taking that much care. Sir, this Java or Python languages provide one small assistant, sir. Okay, one small assistant who is always running in the background for destruction of useless objects. Programmer not responsible for destroy useless objects, right? Because of this assistant is always running in the background, sir, to destroy useless objects. Regarding that, yeah, to destroy useless objects is always running in the background to destroy useless objects. Okay, because of this assistant, the chance of failing Java program or Python program with memory problems is very, very less. Who is this assistant? Is nothing but garbage collector. Remember this one, sir. So a new person, one assistant came in Python and in Java language. Who is the responsible to destroy useless objects? Programmer, not responsible to destroy useless objects. That's why, do you know, sir, memory related problems may come, but very rare the memory related issues are going to come in Java or Python. But if you go for if you go for C++, are getting, but if you go for C++, memory related problems are very, very common, sir. Observe it very carefully, right? So can you please tell in a single word, what is the job of garbage collector? Yes. What is the job of garbage collector? Anyone, can you please tell what is the job of garbage collector? Garbage collector to destroy useless objects. Programmer is not responsible to destroy objects. Regarding that, so to destroy useless objects, garbage collector is going to take care. We are not responsible to do that. So that my Python program, my Java program will become robust. The chance of failing Java program, the chance of failing Python program is very, very, so the chance of failing Java or Python program is very, very less with memory problems because of this garbage collector only. That's why garbage collector is responsible to destroy useless objects. Remember this one, sir. Sir, in Python, if you are not using class and object, but still garbage collector is there or not? Yes, ma'am. Because in Python language, everything treated as object only. Have you remembered, right? Everything is treated as object only in Python. That's why garbage collector concept is there, sir. Even you are not talking about object oriented programming, but still garbage collector concept is there. Clear? Yes? Are you able to understand? So why this garbage collector came? Because programmers are neglecting destruction of useless object. That's why remove that responsibility from the programmer, introduce a new person who is going to take very much care destruction of useless objects. That person is nothing but garbage collector. Regarding that person itself is nothing but garbage collector, right? So the main purpose of garbage collector is to destroy useless objects, right? Okay, now sir, to destroy useless objects, okay, garbage collector came, sir. Next, whatever is asking very interesting question, sir. Sir, what answer we can tell? Anyone, can you please answer this question? Please answer. If everything is an object in Python, why Python is not 100% pure object oriented programming language? Simple. There are several OOP features are not supported. There are several OOP features are not supported in Python. Are you getting that? In Python, there are several OOP features are not supported, man. Not supported. Okay. Primitives are not there. Everything is object only. But what about method of overloading? What about method of overloading? No such type of concept. Regarding no such type of concept, like there are some more high-end OOPs related things not supported by Python. So Python is object-oriented programming language, but not 100% object-oriented. Remember that. Are you getting right? Yeah. Okay. Now here that is first. Next, sir, when we say that, good. Nandakishore, we will discuss that point. If the garbage collector taken care by Python, what will be role of the programmer? So programmer is the responsible to create object. Programmer is the responsible to use that object. Next, by destruction also, programmer having some role. That part I will take care. Now my question is, when we say that an object is eligible for garbage collection, are you getting that? Garbage collector is going to destroy useless object. But when we say that this object eligible for garbage collection, remember that this object eligible for garbage collection, very simple, sir. If the object doesn't contain any reference variable, suppose I have an object is there, sir. Observe that I have an object is there. S is the reference variable for this object. Regarding I have one object is there. S is the reference variable for this object. Now I have one more object is there, sir. Like, sir, can you please tell first object? I mean this object, is it eligible for garbage collection or not? No. Because the reason is this object is not eligible for garbage collection because this object is the useful object only. Because what is the reason for that? Why it is the useful object only, sir? It's not eligible for garbage collection. What is the reason for that? Because this, by using yes, I can able to use this object. But for this object, no reference variable. For this object, no reference variable. If there is no reference variable for this object, then automatically it is eligible for garbage collection because we can't use that object. That's why when we say that an object is eligible for garbage collection, if and only a object not having any reference variable, not having any reference variables, right? Okay, that's all. Not having any reference variable, then the object eligible for garbage collection. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Up to this, what is the role of garbage collector? When an object eligible for garbage collection, what is the need of this garbage collector concept in Python? Already programmer is there, but still what is the reason is nothing but like that. Now my question is, sir, in Python, garbage collector is always there, sir. Garbage collector is always there. It's always enabled already. It's keep on executing in the background whenever memory problems are going to come. But based on our requirement, if you want, you can enable garbage collector. If you want, you can disable garbage collector also. Sir, sufficient memory is there. Unnecessary garbage collector keep on executing. Then performance issues sometimes may be a chance to come. That's why oh garbage collector, please sit. So please take some rest. Okay. So whenever it is required, I will call you. Until that, don't come this side. Okay. Like if you want, you can convey to the garbage collector. You can disable garbage collector capability also. So based on our requirement, if you want, you can enable. If you want, you can disable. Both options by default available, sir. So how to enable and disable? How to enable and disable GC in our program? GC in our program. Okay. Like sir, by default, is it enable or disable? Yes. By default, is it enable or disable? Can you please tell? By default enable, sir. I want to check whether garbage collector is enabled or not. Sir, GC one module is there, sir. GC module is there in Python. GC module is there. This GC module contain is enabled. Is enabled. Like sir, if you call this function, if garbage collector is enabled, then automatically returns true. If garbage collector is not enabled, then automatically returns false. Of course, I will show this one. Don't worry about that. So how to check whether the garbage collector is enabled or not? Sir, there is one method. Is enabled. Remember this one, sir. Next, second one, sir. Second one. Observe that. Sir, I want to disable garbage collector. Hey, garbage collector, please take some rest. I don't want you. Your services are not required now. After whenever it is required, I will implement. Like sir, GC dot disable. That's all. It is just a disable. GC dot disable. Now onwards, garbage collector will be disabled, sir. Now, if you want to enable again, GC dot enable. That's all. It's a simple terminology, normal English words only. Don't think too much, right? Is it enabled or not? Next, disable. To disable garbage collector. To enable garbage collector, right? Any doubt? Any doubt? Was there ready? Yeah, was there ready is a very innocent person, it seems. Yes, very. Any doubt? Yes, observe a bit carefully. Was there already? GC versus immutability. If an object doesn't have reference variable, if it is immutable object, it is eligible for garbage collection or not. Yeah. Now take a bit very special care, man. A person is sir. Yeah, is here, you know, how I can able to tell this example. If an object doesn't have reference variable, even if it is immutable object, it is eligible for garbage collection or not. Just if a person is already died, or ready to die, then automatically what we have to do? Sir, this person is a very perfect, sir. Like such a type of terminology is not going to be applicable at the time of dying. Okay. At the time of dying, such a type of terminologies are not applicable, sir. Immutability, mutability, all these words, as long as the program is in execution and as long as that object is having the reference variable. If no reference variable, someone came to kill that person, then automatically, hey, I'm mutable. Sir, simple garbage collector is going to ask, so what? Simple garbage collector word. If the object is going to tell, hey, I'm immutable, so what? I'm going to kill you. I'm not going to change your content. Are you getting? So, even immutable object, garbage collector definitely is going to destroy that object. Remember that, okay? So that's all. These are the methods whatever we have. GC dot is enable, GC dot disable, GC dot enable, sir. Okay? Remember, right? Now, just take a bit very special care about this one. Sir, let me use these methods and really these methods are going to be there or not. Let me cross check. Here, 1 minute. Prithvi, you are asking something, I didn't get you. Yes, here just I'm taking import the GC, import GC because I want to use the GC module, right? Sir, print GC dot what is the method? What the methods are? Is enabled. Regarding is enabled or not, I want to check. What the answer we are going to get? Can you please tell? What the answer by default you are going to get, sir? Anyone can you please guide? The answer by default we will get, by default is enabled only. Are you getting right? So by default it is enabled only, sir. Let me cross check. Is it really enabled or not? Is it really enabled or not? Okay, like py test.py. Py test.py. So the answer is the true. Perfectly we are going to get a true, sir, because it's already enabled. Now I'm taking here GC dot disable. Regarding GC dot disable. Now I'm trying to disable garbage collector. What the answer now? Can you please guide what the answer we are going to get now? Yeah, GC dot disable. What the answer by default we are going to get now? Yes, man. Observe that false itself is the answer. False itself is the answer. Yes, correct. Because it's already disabled. Now what I want to take here, GC dot enable. Regarding GC dot enable, like this I'm taking, sir. If I can take GC dot enable, what answer by default we are going to get, sir? True is the answer. Any doubt? Any doubt? All the three methods perfectly working or not? Is enabled or not? To check is enabled or not, we require to go for is enabled. Next and after that to check, to disable garbage collector, disable method. To enable garbage collector, enable is the method we require to use. Okay, that's all. This is how to enable and how to disable, right? Now the concept we are going to discuss destructors concept. Regarding what is the concept, sir? Destructors concept. Sir, what is the syntax? What is the syntax for constructor? What is the syntax for constructor? Constructor name. How the constructor names are? How it? What is the name of the constructor? Underscore init underscore like this. Underscore init underscore like we are going to take. Same way, of course self argument by default will be there, sir. Same way destructor, the syntax is nothing but instead of init del. Remember that instead of init del. Observe that. Regarding del, this is the syntax for destructor, right? Sir, what is the role of this destructor? What the role of this destructor, right? The syntax of destructor itself is, okay, this is the syntax, right? What is the role of this destructor? Very simple, sir. What before destroying an object, sir, before destroying an object, the people who are coming from Java background, do you ever finalize method? Do you ever finalize method? Yes, ma'am. Finalize method. Okay. Or you don't know about finalize method, just legend this one, sir. So now one object is there, sir. Observe that a bit very carefully, sir. Object is there. This object doesn't have any reference variable. Then is it eligible for garbage collection or not? Please respond. Is it eligible for garbage collection or not? Yes, it is eligible for garbage collection, right? Now garbage collector came, sir. Regarding garbage collector came. Then by seeing this object, garbage collector felt very happy because garbage collector got food to eat, sir. Garbage collector got food to eat, because what is the food to the garbage collector is nothing but, do you know, these useless objects only. By seeing this object, garbage collector felt very happy. Then immediately garbage collector came and it is dancing in front of this object. Hey object, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to destroy you. You are not having any reference. Then you are waste burden to the earth. What is the need? I want to delete. I want to destroy you. Like garbage collector is dancing in front of this object. Then what is the feeling of garbage collector? What is the feeling of object? Garbage collector feeling is always happy because it got biryani to eat. Okay, like, but what is the feeling of this poor object? Object starts crying. Object starts shivering. But garbage collector is not that much cruel person, sir. He's having a bit mercy. Okay, what the garbage collector will do? Array object, definitely I'm going to destroy you. Definitely I will destroy you. But before destruction, do you have any last wish? Do you have any last wish? Please let me know. No problem. Please let me know. I will fulfill your last wish and then I will destroy you. If you have any last wish is there, please let me know. I can fulfill your last wish. Then I will destroy you, like this. then immediately object is going to tell, boss, I have one database connection, I have a network connection associated with me. Can you please close all those? And then you can destroy me, no problem at all. Can you please close all those? And then you can destroy me, no problem at all. Like a garbage collector, like a garbage object is going to convey to the garbage collector. What the garbage collector will do on this object, it is going to call on this object, it is going to call, sir, which method destructor like, sir, which one is going to call here, underscore destructor, like it's going to call, sir. So in that destructor, cleanup activities, we are going to do that. Again, cleanup activities we are going to do. Once a cleanup activity is completed, once a destructor completed, then immediately garbage collector is going to destroy this object. Are you getting? So here multiple important points are there. Make sure you people should be aware. Who is the responsible to call destructor? Who is the responsible to call destructor? Garbage collector. When the garbage collector is going to call destructor just before destroying an object, garbage collector is always going to call destructor to perform cleanup activities. Are you getting right? Do you have any last wish? Do you have any last wish is there? Do you have any last wish? Garbage collector, sir, will fulfill that last wish by executing destructor. After that, garbage collector is going to destroy this object. Any doubt? Are you in a position to understand? Are you getting what is the Nanda Kishore? Now you can able to understand. Sir, garbage collector is going to destroy object. What is the role of programmer? Who is the responsible to write this destructor? Programmer is the responsible. Are you getting? We are writing. Garbage collector is going to execute. After that, it will destroy that object. Remember that, sir. Okay. Now, do you know, even in jail, even in jail also, somewhere even in the jail, just before hanging punishment, what the court people or jail people are going to ask, do you have any last wish? Have you ever heard about these kind of things, right? In Telugu we can use the word chivara korika. That's the last wish. Do you have any last wish? The people are going to ask, sir. The jail people are going to ask. So Saddam Hussein, once upon a time Iraq president Saddam Hussein was there. Saddam Hussein, before hanging that person, whenever jail people ask, do you have any last wish? Then that person asked only one thing: I want one Italian cigar. Are you getting? I want one Italian cigarette. I want like maybe he's very fancy about that. Next, the last 1 year or 2 years before, there is one person, terrorist in India, got what we call hanged. Are you getting? One terrorist. Anyone remember the name? One terrorist. So Kasab is one person. Next, one more person, sir. One more person. Do you know that person is Jacob, like Nagpur jail or somewhere. Jacob. His name is Jacob. Okay. Jacob. Correct. From Mumbai. That person. Mumbai. He was angered. Have you remembered, right? Just 2 years before around this was happened. Whenever jail people asked, because his hanging was, do you know, is going to be happen or not? No guarantee. He applied review petition. Next midnight 2 o'clock, Supreme Court doors were open, and the Supreme Court judges, gave the judgment saying compulsory today morning he is going to be hanged. At midnight 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, his hanging, sir, got confirmed. Next day early morning at sir 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock he is going to be hanged. Have you observed just until midnight 2 o'clock whether this person hanging is going to be passed some days or not? No guarantee. Okay, like Supreme Court gave the final judgment saying today morning can you please hang this person, like then jail people asked, Ray Jacob bhai, definitely we are going to hang you. Supreme Court also gave the order. Do you have any last wish? He's the terrorist man. Do you have any last wish? Can you please let us know? Yes, like the jail people asked, man. I remembered exactly. Do you have any last wish? Like jail people asked. Then automatically that terrorist, okay, what he used the word here. Can you please, anyone, can you please guess what that person used the word? Anyone having some idea about this? Have you ever heard about this incident, right, Jacob? How many I mean, yeah, here how many girls or ladies are there in this session? How many calls are lady? Vijaya and Srivani. Any other who is not responding? Okay, legend. Especially you people should listen this statement very carefully, right? Then that person Yakub, that person used the word. My last wish is I want to see. I want to see my daughter. Can you please fulfill that wish? Like they asked her. So this was happened at early morning 4 o'clock. Within 1 hour, he is going to be angered. Then his daughter is there in Mumbai. From Mumbai to Nagpur within 1 hour, not possible to bring. Then jail people told it is not possible. Can you please? So is it okay to talk with your daughter? Okay, we will make some arrangement via phone. Can you please talk with your daughter? Like the jail people asked. Then automatically his last wish. Okay, no problem. Like then automatically, so he had a talk with his daughter. Last wish, man, one terrorist. How much what we call what we can about data. Father is always, right? Yeah. Terrorist also having some sentiments, man. Having some sentiments, saying yes, I want to talk with my daughter, like then that he had a talk with the daughter at 4 o'clock, 4:30, and 5 o'clock is hanged. Okay, remember that every lady, every girl should proud of this incident, man. So what about your father? You can, how much father is going to have much what we call I can't get exact word. Okay, how much what is that one? Love, how much love about daughter is nothing but you can able to expect. Care and love, you can, how much what we call that exact word I'm not getting. Okay, now you can able to understand. Yeah, last wish is nothing but that much powerful. For our objects also, we have to, they have objects also having some last wish, man. How you can ignore? Okay, before destroying these Python object, we have to fulfill that last wish. Where you have to define is nothing but inside a destructor. Remember that carefully, sir. Are you able to understand? Ayo, are you able to understand, right? What the need, what the role of destructor? Now you never going to forget in your lifetime, I'm sure. Okay, the main purpose of destructor is to perform, to fulfill is the last wish. The main purpose of constructor is to perform initialization. Remember that once object born, compulsory we have to celebrate some naming ceremony, these kind of things. Naming ceremony, what is his name, what is his roll number? Naming ceremony we are going to do. Naming ceremony is going to take care by constructor. Next, last wish, antima samskar. Antima samskar is going to take care by antima samskar. These kind of things are going to take care by, okay, destructor. Remember that. Okay, for every object, constructor role is there, destructor role is there. Constructor role, after creating, immediately constructor will execute to perform initialization activities. Next, before destruction, destructor is going to perform last wish or to perform finalization activities. That's all. Any doubt? Any doubt? That's all. Is it clear for all of you, right? Okay. So take a bit very special care. That's all, sir. So just before destroying an object, garbage collector always calls a destructor to perform cleanup activities, right? So resource deallocation activities like closing database connection, these kind of things where we have to define inside a destructor. Remember, once destructor execution completed, then garbage collector immediately destroys that object. Okay, that's all. So here one small confusion most of the people are having, sir. Okay, constructor job. Can you please tell constructor job? What is the job of constructor? Constructor not to construct object. not to construct object. Remember this one, not to construct object, to initialize, to perform initialization. Regarding to perform initialization, if the name, roll number, marks, if anything is there, constructor is going to take care. Similarly, the purpose of destructor, it is the most misunderstood word for most of the people. Sir, the main purpose of destructor is to destroy object. The main purpose of destructor is to destroy object. No, not to destroy object. Not to destroy object, sir, to perform cleanup activities like resource reallocation activities. To perform cleanup activities. Like that. So just before destroying an object, destructor will execute. Just after creating an object, constructor will execute, right? Observe the life cycle, sir. Object will be created and then constructor will be executed to perform initialization, and then that object will be used by the programmers. At last, if this object no longer required, then destructor will be executed to perform cleanup activities, and then garbage collector is going to destroy that object. Clear? Any doubt? Okay. What is the first steps are? Creation. Object creation. Second steps are constructor to perform initialization. Next, use of that object. Next, and after the destructor to perform the cleanup activities. After destructor, garbage collector destroys that object. Observe the sequence very clearly, sir. First object will be created. After that, immediately constructor will execute, sir, to perform initialization, and then happily, sir, this object can be used by the programmer multiple times. Once this object is no longer required, then automatically destructor will be executed. And then, sir, once the destructor got executed, then immediately garbage collector is going to destroy that object. That's all. Any doubt? Okay, then immediately you ask, sir, what is the difference between destructor and Avinash? I didn't get you. Final or finalize? Because in Python, final word is not there. Finalize? Are you talking about finalize in Java? Yes? Good. Sir, in Java, we are using the word finalize, but in Python, we are using the word destructor. No difference at all. Same as finalize method in Java. Here we are using the word destructor. Yes, circular references is going to take care by garbage collector. So from the live thread, references must be required. If a reference is not there from live thread, then automatically that object is not if from live thread, if the reference is not there, it is eligible for garbage collection, even though having internal references. Prithvi, same concept of Java garbage collector here also same. Can I go for a small demo program? Yes, sir, I want to see really is going to be happened or not. Like, sir, very simple, sir, very simple. Is there any difference to destroy referenced object and unreferenced object? What are possible pros and cons of GC? Sir, referenced object, if you want to destroy, explicitly you are going to use del S1. If you are using del S1, S1 variable you are deleting, but the corresponding object internally destroyed by garbage collector only. So there is no question of destroying referenced object and unreferenced object. So every object will be destroyed by garbage collector only. Amir, getting right? Every object will be destroyed by garbage collector only. Remember, for garbage collector, what pros and cons means? Pros is programmer complexity reduced, but programmer complexity got reduced because it is going to take care memory related problems a bit less, because it's always going to destroy useless objects automatically. But cons are nothing but, cons are problems are performance issues are always going to come. Regarding, there may be a chance performance issues. That's why sometimes have you observed, right? Sometimes have you observed we can enable, we can disable, both options are available, right? Okay. Now let me go for a small chota example, sir. Class test I'm taking. Class test I'm taking, sir. Df underscore underscore init underscore underscore self I'm taking, sir. Df underscore underscore init self, like this, right? So print of object creation. Print of object creation, like this I'm taking, sir. Have you observed, right? Def, sir, print of object creation. Okay, it is not creation. I can use the word object initialization. Object initialization, like this, right? Next, how you can declare destructors are def del underscore underscore self. Compulsory for the destructor also self must be required. Print of object destruction. Object destruction. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. Object destruction, like I'm taking, sir. Strictly speaking, it is not again. It is not object destruction. Okay, here I can use the word more meaningful word, sir. Fulfilling last wish and performing cleanup activities, okay, that's all, sir. Now take a bit very special care, sir. T1 is equal to tester. T1 is equal to tester. So at this line, object will be created, automatically constructor by default will be executed. Object will be created, automatically constructor by default will be executed. No problem at all. Now T1 is equal to none I'm taking. Sir, do you know whenever we are taking T1 is equal to none, assume that, sir, here this is the object, T1 is point into this object. T1 is point into this object, sir. T1 is point into this object. Now T1 is equal to none means now onwards T1 is not pointing to any object. Now onwards T1 is not pointing to any object. Remember this one. Then automatically this object eligible for garbage collection or not? Yes. Now let me cross check. Is my garbage collector is going to destroy this object or not? Sir, time dot sleep of some 5 seconds I'm taking, sir. 5 seconds I'm waiting. 5 seconds I'm waiting, sir. So print of end of application. Print of end of application, like this I'm taking, sir. End of application. Now it's very clear, sir. Sir, 5 seconds my application is going to be wait whether this object is going to be destroyed or not. Yes, you can get guarantee this object got destroyed if the garbage collector calls a destructor, then automatically this object by default got destroyed, sir. Remember this one. Garbage collector calls, if the garbage collector calls the destructor, garbage collector calls the destructor, then automatically okay, calls the destructor, then automatically this object by default destroyed, sir. Have a look once. Observe that object initialization. 1 minute, because time I'm using, right? Compulsory I have to import the time module I'm using, right? Time module, that's why import the time module must be required. Object initialization, fulfilling last wish and performing cleanup activities already completed when end of application. Are getting end of application by default is going to be happen. Sir, clear indication, clear practical proof. Yes, sir, the destructor executed means that object by default eligible for garbage collection. So if the object doesn't contain any reference variable, then only the object eligible for garbage collection. That is, if the reference count is 0, then only that object is eligible for garbage collection. Everyone can able to understand? Yes, everyone in a position to understand, right? Yes, how many objects are there in this example? Yo, I'm not seeing any response. How many objects are there in this? How many objects are there? Only one object is there. Only one reference variable. Only one object. Only one reference variable. Whenever we are taking T1 is equal to none, now T1 is not pointing to that object. T1 is no longer pointing to that object. Automatically that object not having any reference variable. Then obviously that object by default eligible for garbage collection. Remember that very carefully, sir. Automatically that object by default eligible for garbage collection. Okay. Now listen a bit carefully about one more example. I want to take, sir. Same terminology. Here, constructor execution. 1 minute. I will look once. Constructor execution. Constructor execution. Now here destructor execution. Destructor execution. Execution like this I'm taking. Constructor execution, destructor execution like this, like. Sir, T1 is equal to tester. T2 is equal to T1 I'm taking. T2 is equal to T1. T3 is equal to T2. Now observe that. Sir, T3 is equal to T2. Can you please tell total how many objects are there? Please observe that carefully, sir. How many objects are there? How many? Hey, Prithvi, how many objects are there? Only one object. Only one object. Only one object. How many reference variables are there? 3 reference variables are there. Are you getting 3 reference variables pointing to the same object? This scenario something like this. Sir, T1. T1. Next, T2 is equal to T1 means yes, T2 is also pointing to this one. Next, T3 is equal to T2 means like this. So 3 references pointing to the same object. Same object. Now I'm taking del T1. Was del T1. Observe very carefully, sir. If I use del T1, then automatically T1 object not eligible for, T1 will be destroyed. Only reference variable will be gone, but the corresponding object not going to be destroyed, sir. Because the reasoning is that object is still having T1 and T2 references or not. Only, T2 and T3 references or not. Yes, because you removed only T1 reference. T2 and T3 references are there. That's why object not yet destroyed. Where is the proof for that? Now time dot sleep off. Time dot sleep off. 10 seconds I'm waiting, sir. Is really object is going to destroy or not? After that, sir, here I'm taking object not yet destroyed. Object not yet destroyed after deleting T1. Sir, after deleting T1, object not yet destroyed, man. I'm sure, sir. Where is the proof? How you can able to tell? Where is the proof for that? Let me execute this code. Let me execute this code. Yes, 1 minute. 1 minute. At last, finally, final word don't consider. Sir, I'm waiting 10 seconds, but still the object is not going to be destroyed. Observe that. Sir, up to second line only you have to see. Forget about remaining. Don't worry about that. Yes, sir. Forget about this line. This line. Don't worry. Object not yet destroyed after deleting T1 because you waited how much time? You waited how much time? 10 seconds. Still 10 seconds. Still object not yet destroyed. Remember. Now I'm taking del T2. Del T2, sir. Second reference variable also gone. Can you please tell? Now another 10 seconds I'm sleeping, sir. Can you please tell object will be destroyed or won't be destroyed? Object will be destroyed or won't be destroyed? Won't be destroyed because still another reference is there, right? Okay. Object not yet destroyed after deleting T2 also because still that object can able to survive with the T3, sir. Okay. With the T3. Now have a look once. Now time dot sleep off 10 seconds I'm taking, sir. Observe carefully, sir. Now have a look once. Sir, T1, del T1 completed, 10 seconds I'm waiting. 10 seconds I'm waiting, not executed, not destructor, not executed. Del T2 happened, but still 10 seconds I'm waiting, object not yet destroyed. Observe that. Yeah, another 10 seconds, forget about that. Now del T3 I'm taking. Del T3 I'm taking, sir. Del T3 I'm taking. Now we are trying to delete last reference. We are trying to delete last reference. We are here, just observe that carefully, sir. We are trying to delete last reference. Okay. We are trying to delete last reference. Can you please tell now object will be destroyed or not? Can you please observe? Object will be destroyed or not? Yes. Time the sleep of 10 seconds I'm taking. Again, print the end of application. Print the end of application like this I'm taking, sir. Print end of application. Now observe. Constructor execution. Del T1 happened. 10 seconds I'm waiting. 10 seconds I'm waiting. Object not destroyed. Object not yet destroyed, because if object is destroyed, destructor will execute. Not executed, right? Object not yet destroyed after deleting T2 also. Correct. Destructor not executed. Now, after 10 seconds, last reference will be gone. We are trying to delete last reference. Immediately destructor executed, sir. Because the object got eligible for garbage collection, because the last reference also gone. After 10 seconds, end of application by default is going to come. Everyone can aware. So what is the difference between del keyword and the destructor? Are you in a position to understand, man? Del keyword not to destroy object, del keyword to remove the reference variable, to delete the reference variable, not to delete object. Even though we use the del T1, del T2, the internal object won't be destroyed. Any doubt? Any doubt? Yeah, Nandakishore. Now have a look once, sir. Have a look once. Look once. That's all. In this case, constructor will be executed or not. In this case, constructor will be executed or not. Respond. Constructor will execute or not? Yes, because you are creating an object. In this case, destructor will execute or not? Destructor will execute or not? Good, Vikas Kumar. Good. Destructor will be executed. What is the reason? What is the reason for that is, once the program is going to end, automatically all the references gone. Automatically object eligible for garbage collection or not? Yes, because once the program reaches end, sir, my Python virtual machine can able to do that. Hey, all objects by default gone, because so closing the door, application is no longer going to execute. Then what is the need of maintaining these objects? I send all these objects out. Okay, like now have a look once. Have a look once. Constructor executed, destructor executed. Because the reason is our program completed. Our program completed. Print the last statement. Print the last statement. Objects no longer required. No longer required. If the program is in execution, then objects are required. If last statement, what is the need of objects no longer required? Now observe that. Last statement, objects no longer required. Before terminating my Python virtual machine, garbage collector will destroy all useless objects, and then my garbage collector is going to be, Python virtual machine is going to be stopped. Any doubt? Any doubt? Everyone can able to understand? Okay. Just 5 more minutes, please consider that. I have one more small doubt. What my doubt is, observe carefully, sir. Same program. Same program. I'm taking one list, sir. List is equal to here test. First test object, second test object, third test object. I'm taking, sir. How many objects got created? How many objects got created? Can you please observe? How many objects created? 3 objects. 3 objects created. 3 times constructor is going to execute. Now just time dot sleep off, sir, some 10 seconds. 3 times constructor will be executed, right? Now after 10 seconds, print off this list object no longer required. This list object no longer required. I know, that's why del list. Are you getting? Can you please remove that reference variable? If you remove this reference variable, automatically this list eligible for garbage collection. This list eligible for garbage collection means 3 objects eligible for garbage collection. For every object, separately destructor will be called. Are getting separately destructor will be called. Now time the sleep of another 10 seconds. Another 10 seconds. Print end of application. Can you please guide? Can you please guide in this case? Can you please guide in this case? What is the answer? By default, we are going to get, sir. Yes, here at this point of time, how many objects? How many objects are eligible for garbage collection? I mean, sorry, how many objects created? 3 objects. That's why 3 times constructor got executed. Excellent, sir. Now, after 10 seconds, this line will be printed. Whenever we are taking del list, all the 3 objects eligible for garbage collection. So, because total list eligible, internal 3 objects, for every object separately, destructor will be executed. Now, every time 3 times a destructor will execute. After 10 seconds, it is going to tell the end of application. So, if the list eligible for garbage collection, all internal objects are also eligible for garbage collection. Everyone can able to understand? Beautiful example, sir. Observe that. Okay. Now, 3 times constructor executed because 3 test objects we created. After 10 seconds, this list is no longer required. This list is no longer required. Then 3 times the destructor executed. After 10 seconds, object by default eligible for garbage collection. Clear, man? Okay, that's all. Yeah. Correct. Nandakishore, even you are not using this del, after end of application, all the objects eligible for garbage collection. Del I'm not taking. Observe that. Del I'm not taking. Then when the objects eligible at line number 14, because the program is going to be completed. Correct, Nandakishore? Correct. Whatever your doubt. After end of application, all the 3 objects, list object, everything eligible for garbage collection. List object no longer required, just for namesake I'm keeping, because del list I didn't take. After 10 seconds, end of application, garbage collector is going to destroy all the 3 objects. Correct? End of application after that, because end, what's the need? That's why. Clear. Next, there is one small doubt, sir. What my doubt is how to find the number of references to an object. The number of references to an object. I want to know how many references are there. How you can able to find the number of references to an object? What is the way, sir? Very simple. Don't worry much about that. Very simple, sir. Very simple. Here, what I'm taking? T1 is equal to test. T2 is equal to T1. T3 is equal to T2. T4 is equal to T3. T4 is equal to T3. Next, print of sys module is there. Get reference count. Are you getting that? Get the ref count. Get the ref count of T1. Any object you can. Can you please tell how many references are there for my object? Good. How many references are there? Please respond. Hey, respond, man. How many references? 3 now. Oh, Vikas. Counting T1, T2, T3, T4, 4 references, man. How you can tell 3? T1 is 1 reference, T2 is 1 reference, T3 is 1 reference. Next, T4 is also 1 reference. How many references are there for our object? Please confirm. How many? T1 is there. Next, T2 is there. T3 is there. T4 is also there. Total how many? Please respond. I want to listen the answer from each and every of you. Can you please tell the answer, sir? How many references are there? Excellent, man. Excellent. Now observe the answer. Yes. Is it possible to know the number of references of an object, sir? How much is it possible to know number of references of an object? An object is nothing but 100% pakka. Sys module contain get the ref count. Get the ref count. Okay, like what is the answer, sir? The answer is 5 by default you are going to get. Are you getting 5 by default you are going to get? Because for every object internally, Python virtual machine is going to maintain one internal reference variable self. Have you remembered, right? One internal reference variable self by default will be there. Total 4 explicitly, 1 implicitly by Python virtual machine. Then what is the answer by default we are going to get, sir? Can you please observe that? Can you please observe how many, sir? 5. 5 references are by default there. Remember that. Are you getting? Is it possible to know how many references are there for our object? Suppose I am removing these 2. Then how many references are there? How many references are there? If I remove those 2, only 3. T1, T2, and then internally self. T1, T2, internally self. That's all. Okay, make sure once that count is 0, once that count is 0 like this, okay, immediately we are going to get that object is eligible for garbage collection. Yes, Srivan you can't use because self is the word you have to use within the class only. Outside of the class you can't use a self. By mistake if you are taking self, no, it can't recognize it by virtual machine. Clear, right? Can we print those references? Means these things only. Maybe sys module may contain some method. Can you please cross check? If you can able to say reference count, then we may. Okay. That's all, friends. This is about garbage collector concept. I hope beautiful concept. Everyone got it very clearly. Correct?